Praise the Lord, y'all. I think I got this working. Okay. So here is a track. Once again, I wrote like a billion years ago. So I was having a really hard time with the vocals. I'm going to show you the vocals first, at least like the first hook. Yes, it is a sample. But the hardest part with samples sometimes is that you only get like one verse. So you got to figure out how to get creative with it. So here we go.
Reaching for the ceiling, eyes low, dancing with the girl downstairs. Acting like we just don't care, have no place to be. Hands up, reaching for the ceiling, eyes low, dancing with the girl downstairs. Acting like we just don't care.
Here I'm gonna chop up the vocals. So okay, so basically, one second, I cannot hear my voice meter. Why can I not hear you? Hello? Okay, that's better. Okay, so in this song, the vocal is very repetitive because I don't have like a singer singing it. So I was using a reference track, and then I found a DOM DOLLA track that was actually kind of the same idea of the song. So I'm going to show you this real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. So
Because I'm thinking about you. Because I'm thinking about you. Because I'm thinking about you.
So there's a little bit more lyrics to that, but it's pretty basic. So the hardest part, I was like, how do I get this song not to just keep saying the same thing over? So when the song drops on the DOM DOLLA, he chops up the vocals. So one bar or one phrase is one kind of chop, and then the next one is another variation. So I'll show you, and then I'll show you how I applied that to my song, which completely helped. It's super simple, but it really helped my song breathe. Bow, 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 bow. Here. So here I did the same thing, and I was just like, oh my God, thank God I used this. So let's actually take that off. And then, so right here. I don't know what he's saying, but. And then right here, remember the ooh, 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 ooh. Dance, 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 dance. And it goes back into it right here. 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I introduce kind of this like trancey little lead right here. This was actually like a full-on melody, but I was like, in dance music, one thing that I've overlooked so much is like taking that long melody that's like following a chord progression and just maybe using only 1 or 2 notes of that. So it kind of carries you along the song. So let me break down the track. So I actually started this track with the beat. It really started with this sample right here. This one right here. And so what I did is I took out the low end. Let's see if this is recording. Okay. And then I put some overdrive on it. So it's a little crunchier, right? And so when you add it with all the claps. So it has a vibe, right? And then when I add the tops, it has a really good like bounce to it. And you can get that cutting off some of the volume on every other hi-hat. So let's put that together with a kick. That's the song right there. So then I know my project is a fucking mess, to be honest. Then I made the bass. So boom, 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 bada boom, 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 boom. So we can see it right here at the bottom. And I used Serum organ bass, and then I added went up 7 semitones, and I added good old sausage fattener, my favorite little sausage in the whole world. So, and then this is without. See how quiet that is? So it needed like a deeper trancier vibe, and then I added just that separate as like a little noise sub. So then I added this pad, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some other variations of the pad. I'm almost done with this song, but I was thinking like very Benny Benassi, like absolutely love his older music. I'm 39 years old, so no little y'all are like 24. So if you've seen Benny Benassi, you probably didn't even play any of his like actual hits that us old people listen to. So anyways, this is Serum, once again, trance pad, very, very basic. And I have it modulating with the auto filters. So it kind of takes you on a journey. So let me show you an example of how that works. So right here, let's see, right here, and listen to how it dips down and like changes the way the song feels. And then it's gonna start going back up. Got the risers coming. So yeah, that makes a big difference. And when that ping pong does a lot of damage sometimes. So anyways, yeah, chopped up the vocal. I pulled it back on the breakdown a lot. So let's hear that goes down, because I just want this song to like be like one of those Ajuna Deep. I think that's what they call it. I hope the record label doesn't get mad at me. Okay. Now here we go. So this is when I repeat the main vocal. So this little part's coming in right here. See? And we have the pad coming in right here. And now we're gonna build it up. There we go. We got a string. Boom, 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 boom. And then we repeat everything right here. And I also thought it sounded kind of cool without the pad. Sounds dark. Yeah, that's the track. Another thing about when I write music, I saw a drum and bass producer guy do this, and I was like, thank God, I'm not the only one. So when I start a track, instead of having like 1,000 projects, I have one, two, three, four, five, six. So what I do is look, let's scan all the way over here. I actually have, I started way over here. And I have one project, and then I duplicate it again, and I have a second project, and then I have a third project, and I have a fourth, and I have a fifth, and I have a sixth. So I've probably gone through this maybe 8 or 9 times until I'm really happy. But it's an easier way to keep everything, and just have a easier time instead of going through a billion projects. I maybe have like 4 actual different projects of this, but yeah, this is a new track kind of, and I'm going to release it probably in the next few months. I do actually want to send it to labels. I've honestly been a little insecure to do that, but I'm feeling more confident with my music, and I think even just using this cool 7, 8 year old DOM DOLLA track to think about how to chop up vocals helped the song tremendously. So it's about that kind of like 80/20 rule, like that one thing that makes like 80% the difference. So, yeah, my name's Jenna Lee, Jna space Lea, and that is how you pronounce my name in real life. It's not Lee. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'm excited to release this.